We have been on the trace rifle wave recently, and yes, before you ask that question, that was my third take on that opening. We recently ranked every trace rifle in the game, and yesterday we gave the whole video separate to the navigator. Well, now we gotta ask the question, which is better out of the two exotic trace rifles that go in the kinetic slot, aka the two trace rifles of the dark element family, Strand and Stasis, navigator versus Aggers. Thought this would be a fun video to do, so let's go ahead and get right into it. When we're talking about how you get these exotics, one of them you can just buy from the kiosk these days. The other one, you have to have RNG in your corner. If RNG is not in your corner, you're not going to get the navigator. Luckily, we have multiple ways of boosting your chances of getting the navigator, such as completing the dungeon on solo, doing it flawless, doing it solo flawless, doing it on master, getting all the collectibles, and helping out a buddy complete the navigator catalyst themselves. And the Aggers, you can just buy from the kiosk these days. This gun is like 2 years old at this point. Now, when we talk about what they actually do, they definitely do very different stuff, and they can be really good in multiple situations. Both of these trace rifles are great in high-end content, where the Aggers is going to be able to generate a slowing burst around a defeated target and freeze nearby enemies for some amazing crowd control due to its Aggers called intrinsic trait. Whereas the navigator is a lot more of a support style of weapon, less of a slaying style of weapon, because its protective weave trait is going to give you and an ally woven mail whenever you shoot an ally with this trace rifle. Obviously, that's very useful utility in any sort of environment. Having woven mail is just really good. We all know this. So between those two abilities, which one do you think is better? Well, in solo play, obviously the Aggers would be better. And I believe that the higher content you go, you're going to feel the more effects of having the navigator and the ability to give some free woven mail, as it's more difficult to kill enemies to proc the Aggers call perk. And then the other perks for the Aggers, we have Rega's Refrain, Stasis Final Blows, transfer ammo to this weapon's magazine from reserves, just ever so more adding to the Agger Scepter's killing potential. And then we have the Navigator's Weft Cutter, dealing sustained damage, severs the target. Now, this is where I have to come in with a little asterisk, put a little caveat to the navigator, because as we know, the Weft Cutter seems to have a secret perk to it, to where whenever you do sever a target, you also give yourself woven mail. This is how you give yourself free woven mail on any subclass in the game. In solo play, you literally just deal some sustained damage to like a major or a group of red bars. So is it really fair to compare those two perks, Weft Cutter and Rega's Refrain, when one of them is either bugged or rather has a secret ability? No, it's not really fair to compare those, but life isn't fair, so the navigator wins in that department. Now, when we talk about exotic catalysts, this is where I feel like the Agger Scepter blows the navigator out of the water. The navigator's catalyst, it's cool, it's a gimmick. It gives you a special reload where you consume 1 ammo to make your grapple point and has a 30-second cooldown. That's cool. What Agger's catalyst does is way better. The Agger's catalyst gives it the will given form alternate firing mode. You hold R to drain your super energy. While you're in this state, you're gonna have an overflowing magazine. The beam is gonna be empowered. It's gonna do bonus damage and the ability to slow and freeze targets until the magazine or super energy runs out, or of course until this weapon is stowed. It makes this thing a beast for dealing with those healthier targets. Granted, you have to use a whole super to proc this form, but dude, this is a catalyst. Like, this is awesome. I love the Agger's catalyst. I always have, and it is definitely better than the navigator's catalyst. So that brings us back to the question, which one of these is better? Well, these guns are designed to do entirely different things. One is designed to be a support tool and really just a strand subclass and a gun. Think about it, you get woven mail, you're severing, and you can make grapple points all with one weapon. And the Agger Scepter is designed to destroy low tier ads, and it also has a way of combating healthier targets with its catalyst will given form. But if you had asked me which one is better, no explaining, no giving reasons, just answer the question which one is better, I'd give you Agger Scepter. And then I would explain a little bit like, hey, yo, navigator, still really good. I'm still gonna be using that in some higher end content because I like free woven mail. But if I'm just talking about flat out which one's better, Aggers. AoE, ad clear, on lockdown. But of course, that is just my opinion. Let me know your opinion down below in the comments. Which one of these do you think is better? Which one of these do you like more? Do you have the navigator? Do you like snow cones? Because it is summertime. Other than that though, guys, this is gonna wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Consider subscribing if you did. I also want to let y'all know I did make a Kick channel. I'm gonna try and get back into streaming at some point in the year, but if you want to give me a follow over there, I'll leave a link to it at the top description. I literally made it today. Y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.